I like how there's a big, are you sure you want to start button to make sure I'm about to do the correct bad decision. Okay, let's see here. Oh. Let's play some video games. Evening, morning, it's something. I don't know. I haven't... How long has it been since I've, like, streamed, and not, like... There was this solo stream a while back, but I wasn't, like, speaking for, like, any of it. It's been, like, at least 2 days. At least 3 days. If I like actually end up streaming again, I'll probably want to start using Twitch again and actually export my stuff. Because then I can actually like support other members in the community. We'll make that the New Year's resolution, be helpful for once instead of becoming worse. Become just a little bit better instead of a little bit worse. Here. So many forces, okay. And the Elemental Rangers. You'd love to see that. I don't know if that got picked up, but a really special boy just drove by on the highway. Oh my god, he is pre-fired a caliber shoot. What a god. And that completely messed. Poor thing. I guess I'm going here. This limited time quest is actually like good because it drops meat and Giga Smash stuff, but I haven't really been playing a lot because I've been waiting for the new EX augments, because that's like maintain balance is going to be like the Waker augment. And I think it might see use on right bumper warrior gameplay as well. Some punchers doing like javelin thrust and like only javelin thrust, but we will actually need to put that into practice. And we need to have bosses that like let you do it again. You can do like anything on a field boss at this point, so there it goes. I'm not gonna bother swapping. Didn't even click that, but it'd be like that. The multiplayer one drops it too. They both drop like all the Gigas Mastery material stuff. It's just the solo one is solo. And I also just hate this boss. I hate this boss so much. Oh, it's a really fast limited time quest when like you're good at the board. There's like sub 5 runs from like the really good players. Outside of like Yeti doing like stupid stuff, there's like basically no randomness. That everything spawns in a set point, there's no like megalotic nonsense, any of that stuff. And also in the solo version, you get the Arcs Record boost, so you just do more damage, which is pretty cool. But if you want to have like top ranking in the actual Arts record ranking, you have to hit all of the bonus enemies along the way on the board, and it's kind of a nightmare if you're forgettable, like if you like forget things the way I do. Oh, right. And that top route is also different. I think I'm cooked, buddies. Like, this nonsense right here, that Garango spawn in particular, is a little malicious. There's that one back there. Why? Oh, I hate this guy. I hate this quest. I think I hit all of them. I pressed that too soon, but whatever. It just charges out. That entire photon blast was decided it didn't want to connect. Waker has a very, very difficult time with hitting small, rapidly moving hitboxes, just like everyone. But for Waker, it's kind of egregious because our stuff is just all such a wide, sweeping area attack. And it just goes, I'm gonna splash with my hand. Yeah, I'll splash into a finger. Yeah, I'll splash into the left pinky toe. Toss this on. What are you doing, man? Blank. Okay. Alright, let's see how the Master Fragment. Oh wow. Already 6? Okay. That was way faster than I expected. Subclass bouncer? I think subclass bouncer the entire time. God, I'm sorry. Wow, this guy's tiny.
We're getting a massive energy reading. Prepare to invade.
Okay, buddy. I forgot how like slow Dalian actually like was until playing Malignant. If I had enough time to do 7, but no. Just the one wall. Just the one wall. Okay. Oh god, I forgot on our damage rate right now. He goes down twice, then gets put in the grade. Yep, that's an urgent quest. Right. He just gives up. Okay. Yep. Homeboy just gives up.
Attention Arch defenders. We are beginning a counteroffensive against some powerful enemies in the Caveris region. We request the participation
Where
of
were
all
you
Arch
2
defenders.
years ago? Oh. Oh, this is nothing. It's true. Nobody else is streaming. So I'm like, why not? the absolute state of the Twitch directory for Fantasy Star Online Team in Genesis right now. We have one of the official creators who's like Portuguese, so like, you know, good on him for being like a streamer, like an official creator, but like I can't understand him. And then we have like a 5-viewer JP stream. And then we have a lot of like 1-viewer streams, including the Nina AFK Block 1 stream. And the best way to contribute to that is by streaming on a platform that isn't Twitch. Yeah, it's Friday the 13th. 13th? 13th. I don't know how to speak, don't look at me. Now we've... Right enemies, I guess. See, did I not send you Thursday the 12th? I thought I sent you that image. The thing about luck in this game is that your luck will always be whatever is the funniest. Usually the funniest is like nothing happens. But sometimes the funniest is you've been complaining about drop rates for 15 days straight, and you're 53 Nasa Australian weapons in without a single fixa, and then you drop a fixa attack 5 machine gun live on stream. And then it's still worse than like a Fatale 3. That is a fascinating point. How's that? I try to be soft-spoken so I can be a good neighbor. I did like a volume test in Kavaris camp when I wasn't actually playing the game. I was like, yeah, good enough. Send it. Okay. Boy, you good? Why are they spinning? What's going on? Success. No, I can just like lower that. Now that I'm not in like a deadly battle with Falls Angel. Because my actual decibels, like my desktop audio right now is set to -10 and my mic is set to 8. It's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Alright, what I was saying on luck is that your luck in this game is whatever's funniest. And sometimes what's funny is you just complain for like 2 weeks straight and nothing good happens. And then you get a drop that's lucky in like the worst way possible because it's useless. Like how my first fix in the Strand weapon was like a Termina 2 wand after like 52 drops. And then after like 55 drops, I got that attack 5 machine gun. And that was when attack was really, really bad still. So like a Fatale 2 would have been better. Or it's like when you get like a Bondoc 5 on I'm going to pray this guy doesn't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. But like this game is very, it's un-Phantasy Star like in that you don't play it for specific targeted rare items, but it is very Phantasy Star like in that you're just hoarding enemy materials, just random stuff to be useful. I think this game is still better than like anything that came out of episode 4 or 5, and honestly 6 as well. Oh. What is going on here? It's just enemies with guns. Okay, that's what's going on. And if I'm already... may as well. I think I'll just run part of the route because I don't need all the points I can get off of it. Already opened one red. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm just going to take the ramp, then just start grabbing. You know what's on this side? Greens, okay. Because I know on the left side all the greens are going to be up top, so that'll put me at 30, 20... I'll be at enough, okay. Yeah, may as well fight it. And I can just swivel around and grab a couple of blues, I'm pretty sure. I think we'll reach that one in 15 seconds. Maybe? Oh wait, there's seasonal enemies in here. I just realized there's seasonal enemies in here. Good morning, I guess. There's seasonal enemies in here, I just noticed that. That's actually pretty good. I thought the seasonal enemies wouldn't start until Great Rappy started showing up, but... pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. We get anything though?
Attention Ark's defenders.
No.
Powerful enemies in the Caveris region. We request
Pretty much nothing is up. This stream was entirely like I went too far on a joke, and now I have to like commit to the bit for at least another like hour and a half, 2 hours at this point. The entire conversation was nobody is streaming, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to do it myself, and now here we are. There's actually people in queue for Lucille right now. That's interesting. Yeah, like, it's just today is really slow in like the Twitch category for New Genesis. There's like, there's a lot of like 0 or like maybe 1 view streams of people that are either like AFK or just like staring blankly at the screen, which I mean, like, I'm not any better. I'm staring blankly at my screen while grabbing chests in Nameless City as if it's some big difficult thing to do. But then there was like the official stream, like the content creator stream, and then the like 5 viewer JP stream. So what better way than to make the problem worse by streaming on a platform that isn't Twitch? And like the hardest part about streaming is just hitting that go live button. Anyone can just kind of like pick up and do it, but I'm not exactly the best entertainer in the world, so whatever, you know? I don't know, I'm just a washed up former bouncer player that plays Waker instead. I'm not exactly known for my incredible people skills. I hide behind a marshmallow, dude, like... I can tell you that 2 + 2 = 4, but I can't tell you anything funny that happened to me because I live under a rock. The end. A Lucille queue finished. Oh. So you're killing me. I mean, I guess I am. Like, I'm not like on fire. I'm not like dying of thirst. I'm gonna put my lazy weapon on for this because I don't want to be on fire for the entire quest. Sure. That was like every enemy in the area hitting me at one. That was my lift. I can't just do that. Yeah. Another day in paradise. Oh, there's a bear. Anything else? HP recovery amount up. This is the tornado room, isn't it? Yep. Bye. Bye. This game is very funny sometimes. I'm gonna be like real. Mobbing in this game is really hard. Like efficient mobbing in this game is such a nightmare. Like I think it's way harder to mob in this game than it is the boss. Okay, there's people up there. That was my wicks again. Dude. Depending on like the timer needed for that, it's gonna get so funny in public runs. Like, I think people will adapt a lot faster, because like I know it's like haha global players are bad is like a really like recurring meme. But in practice what's going to happen is, depending on how like rough the timer is, the people who think it's too hard won't go into queue for it, and it'll end up being like either people who haven't played it yet or people that are just confident in their ability to play it effectively, and it'll just go fine. None of these sectors are puzzles, so I'm just not gonna bother. I'm not exactly like enthusiastic about this buff set. It's really good if you're a gunner and like a ranger or a force, but I'm none of those, so here we are. Oh, Force is crazy now. I'm really happy Force has finally been good since like its war crimes in Phantasy Star Zero. Like this is the strongest the class has been since Zero. And Zero was something else entirely. Force had the same issue that Bo has, where it was like a bunch of really fun mechanics, and then like no damage to back up the mechanics. So you'd like... Okay. So in Phantasy Star Zero, it was the first class that let forces use their technique attack stat to do melee damage. So you would have a female Newman force had higher tech attack than like the male cast hunter had physical attack. So they were better at meleeing than the casts were. And in that game, Gimegid was a screen-wide vacuum. So the way forces would mob is you would use Gimegid to start a room, and it would pull everything together, and then you just hit stuff with like a wand photon art, and it would delete entire spawns. And in case it was enemies that you didn't want to use melee attacks on, you just used your techniques. And in the case of bosses didn't have evasion in that game, so you just hit them with a slicer or something. I genuinely recommend giving Zero an honest shot. It is a really fun middle ground between PSO, PSO2, and PSU. It's where we started getting like the dodge roll and stuff. And some of the photon arts in later entries originated from Zero. I used to stream Zero like every Tuesday during maintenance, and we called it Tower Tuesday. And I'd just be looking for a Psycho Wand, but... well... then I stopped streaming. Like, the itemization in Zero was insane, because your weapons could have a photon art, or maybe they wouldn't even have one. So like that was an element of, well, I guess I gotta find this weapon again. And then you had like attribute percentages that made you like deal more damage to certain enemy types. So you had to look for a weapon with the right random passive element at the right level with the right photon art with the right percentages. And then like the super rare items didn't even have like rare, like they didn't have like photon art variants, but it'd be possible you could get like a rare weapon and it would have like a really good element, and then it could have really good percentages and it just wouldn't have a photon art. So all you could do with it was like normal attacks. We've already cleared 3 sectors. It's crazy. Dual Bird didn't need hit because you weren't using it special. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. Every class that could use Dual Bird had like over 200 base accuracy, like native. And its special was Experience Steal. Just put 3% on it. It's like worrying about having hit percent on a Mil Marteau. Like, you don't care about hit on it. You want it to hit as hard as it can. Oh hey, Picross. I know this one. That one's a 2-1, and then that one's a 3, so I'm gonna do that. That. Let's go into a locked room during Gorilla. What could go wrong? Oh, no one cared about the special on it. The special people used Mil Marteau for was... Hang on a second. I'm just gonna let that... I'm just gonna let that happen. Oh my goodness. Okay. It was the same reason you used Heaven Punisher and Heaven Striker. When the light attack wasn't up, then it did an auto aim because it always tried to aim as if the attack was active. And this was really good for Heaven Striker and Mil Marteau because they basically did a heavy attack that auto aimed. Except Heaven Striker had Berserk on it for some reason unknown to man, beast, or god. I'm gonna put my Christie arm on, taking out the full ones. Dude, people talk about like unique, people talk about like unique stuff in Phantasy Star Online, but like most of the unique weapons were just bad. They were either like bad or they were so rare you'd never see one. Bro, that guy was grooving. Like, I'm saying this as someone who farmed Psycho Wand from Mill Lily twice. Frozen Shooter wasn't even, like, unique in that regard. Yeah, it was, like, a powerful freeze weapon because the actual freeze special didn't work. Basically, freeze would check both enemy... Oh, that's a bingo. Okay. Freeze would check like both enemy ice resist and enemy like special condition resist, and it was also like capped at 20% success rate or something. And then when Affinia like removed the cap on it, it turns out it was capped for a reason, and they had to like lower the cap again. Because then you had people making like blizzard needles, which were just glorified freeze traps. Bro, that guy just exploded. Yo, Vishnal's rifle. Blank Vishnal's rifle. I will always mention Belk Welker. I will always mention Belk Welker. But Belk Welker was like a fault of the game state itself evolving rather than anything else. Like, they were just trying to do some funny little things. Oh god, I think it was Lindcray, the 12-star sword. It was force equipable and it had native sacrifice bite, so you could use it even if you weren't a hunter. And it increased the power of techniques if sacrifice bite was active. But you couldn't assign techniques to non-force weapons at that time. So to use it, you would have to use Sacrifice Bite before its crafts. So it lasted like 20 to 60 seconds, depending on how long you managed to get it to stick to an enemy. And then you had to cast from your sub-palette to be dealing less damage than you would from just throwing a Talus into the air and then just throwing out Ilmegad. It was phenomenal. And then we had the Tector equipable bow that had technique power on it. So for a very, very long time, Tector Braver was a thing. And they would throw out Banish, and then Ilgrant at a bunch, and that was their DPS loop. And we only stopped using it because like 11 and 12 star weapons just started actually having high enough attack stat that it was out damaging Banish. I should really do this room first, but I don't care. What is bro yapping about? That is an entire like paragraph for like a photon art auto work. I can't believe people are role-playing in a role-playing game. Okay, bye. I think my favorite part about that statement is that, like, that's not even unique. Like, that happened with Psycho Drive, it happened with Jupiter Tolus. It happened with Rykros. Hey, freebie. Oh no, Mr. Garuva, man, don't come for him. Dude? Huh? It didn't even try. This is one of the games of all time. They were a good solution until they started putting damage boosts on them. And then you either use the ones that did more damage, or you just didn't use them. I like how they preemptively avoided the problem with the augment in this game by just putting damage and floor on them. Where's the last dudes? Right there, right there. Oh, bro's playing Picross. I wonder if they'll finish it by the time I get over there. They're cooking. They are cooking. They're cooking. They're cooking. They're cooking. Cooking. Yo! This is way better people watching than anything that happens in Alio. Oh right, the deployment terminal just leaves. I am not accomplishing anything meaningful in the next 30 seconds. We're just gonna... I think bad weapons should exist sometimes. Like, every game benefits from just having, like, objectively really bad weapons. Oh. Katie went live on... Okay, we're not talking about combat cannon. Okay, so Katie went live and is an objectively, like, way better streamer and is doing a fashion show. So after this, I'm going to post a link to that because I'm on YouTube and I can't raid, and we will support Katie instead, so that it's actually content worth watching. Never mention combat cannon in my house again. I will actually, like, put an auto mod on combat cannon that mutes you. I'm also, like, really glad Katie went live, because if, like, if nothing came up, I was going to end up in the Solace Mines again, and nobody wants that. Alright, let's see here. Copy link. Go watch Katie play.